after we do this part, we have the leg spread and touch down our second foot. All you do to get up is you put your knee, ideally hold yourself up right with your hand. Put your knee down. Knee down. Knee down. Once your knee is down, then the best way to get up is to do two things at the same time, which are kicking this top leg this direction, like a donkey kick, or like a Neolua, which is the capoeira movement, right? Just like that kick, and pushing our body up with our hands. The key move is put your knee down. Actually, what will happen more often than not is you will naturally, just by instinct, push your body up, and if your knee is down, the momentum of you going all the way around will literally just carry on. I don't even have to.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Just finished rehearsal. Knees are aching a little bit. Wasn't expecting on vlogging today, but I remembered I got a meeting with Sunrider, some company over in Torrance. Did a little bit of research on them. They're a multi-level marketing kind of company. They called me saying that they're interested in doing a dance fitness collaboration kind of product. So that's what I remember from the phone meeting we had. Definitely not interested to be part of that MLM organization. But if it's something, content producing or something of that sort, it caught my attention. So heading over there right now to see what they got. So in terms of, what they got in mind for the collaboration. So time to go. All right, so this week, me and Stephanie decided to rejoin family business for our friend Mark Miranda's last run for his last season competing with them. And me and Stephanie hadn't been part of family business since 2012. That's when we found out Jordan was coming. Our last competition was at Urban Street Jam 2012 at the Anaheim Convention Center. And we're grateful for Jordan, but we also feel like we kind of left the scene early. And that's one of the things we always wanted to do, like once we figured Jordan was old enough. We had no idea what that looked like, because the original idea is like once he's a year old, we'd come back. But life doesn't always work out the way you want. And the saying, the man plans, God laughs, and God certainly had different plans for us, and definitely for the better. You definitely can't imagine how life would be, different. But now that earlier this year we heard that our friend Mark is going to be competing for the last time with family business. And one of the things that I try to keep in mind is the bigger picture. What are some of the things that have been aching and nagging at me every single day that I've just been putting off because I haven't been prioritizing it. And ultimately, during this one drive, I thought to myself, when I'm 80, is missing this opportunity to dance with my friend, one last time on stage, going to be something I regret? And obviously that's one of the things that obviously I said yes to, that I want to be able to share that stage with my friend, with the team that we created before he completely lets it go. Because for a while I was the director of the team, then stepped down 2012 when Jordan was conceived, to let him run it, and then it's been all him, and he's been doing an amazing job building the team, continuing the culture that we strived for, which is a family first mentality, but with a really grit and grind work ethic. And they recently won a 3-peat championship at Las Vegas at the Set It Off dance competition, which is insanely light years ahead of where we first started. And he's probably the only OG left from like me and him, like of the founders, he's the only founder left. And Steph is an OG. When she was part of it, when things were changing in terms of the culture shift, getting more direction and the identity being created for the team. And we don't want to miss this opportunity. We want to share that stage, and I know for Steph, she's been dying to dance again. So I think it's important for not just me to be able to share that stage with those two again, and with the team that we both created, that we all put our heart and soul into. But it's also great for Steph to be able to do what she loves, because she's great at baking. She loves that. She gets to be creative in a savory kind of way. But I know she needs that sort of physical outlet where she can express herself in ways that creating food just can't. And I'm glad that we're doing this, and I'm glad we finally took the leap of faith. We're like 3 years too late, later than expected, but better late than never. And I'm glad we're doing this. If you're watching this, 80-year-old me, I hope you look back at this and say, like, I'm glad we fucking did that. So you're in there. I'm supposed to meet with Shirley.
Shirley?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be in the main building, or
She just told me come here.
Sunrider or something?
Yeah. All right, Scott here. Sunrider International. Should be interesting. Let's go.
Should be right now.
Okay, cool.
Should be right now for you.
Hi.
So we looked on your site and see that you do a lot of like education, teaching people how to do it. How is it that you teach somebody how to do hip hop? Because that's especially somebody who's like super novice or like zero. What are the basics?
I mean,
How do you go through your education?
it depends on what style of hip hop I'm teaching. So it's it's breakdancing. It's mainly like drill based, but that involves a lot of upper and body, like building coordination for that. So if it's hip hop dance, it's like just going straight into a routine, but there's a lot of repetition.
Okay.
Because you have to memorize so much in such a little time. So it's like it's very easy, but once it's time to execute, so you got to go hard in going into the moves. So it's like I like to repeat the moves. When I'm teaching an actual class, I repeat the moves a lot to the point where it's like really nonstop.
Okay.
And then, because it's all about the muscle memory. Because when it's time to actually dance with the music, if you're thinking too much, I'm trying to remove that by doing it a lot. If you think, you completely lose the routine.
Okay.
So
Is it possible for you to show us some like just general routines that you normally do for like beginners and stuff?
right now,
Yeah, we have a place over here. Is that cool or?
yeah, do I have to have anything prepared? Because I generally choreograph ahead of time, but
Oh.
I'm down to freestyle it.
Yeah, just freestyle whatever you want to
If
do.
you know a
Or if you
routine.
have a routine, I mean, it's up to you. Or
No,
something.
I'm pretty comfortable. I've gone into plenty of classes. Because it's beginners, it's not very intricate. It's just more about getting them used to moving their body. So I'm definitely down. I'm down.
All right, cool. Okay, so we got like a little like.
Yeah, that's a long. That's a long. I just finished talking to I think the owner of Sunrider, and they want me to work as a choreographer for one of the upcoming projects they're doing, which is, you know, a lot of dance, simple dance choreography stuff that an older generation can do as a form of fitness. I'm excited for it. I didn't expect much of anything from this meeting. Just I thought I was going to be pitched to join, you know, their multi-level marketing program. But you know, I'm definitely down to do this sort of content because it's dance and it's fitness and it's to help people, you know, moving, grooving, and growing. So that's the thing. You know, either way, my goal is to make sure the stuff that you guys are dancing, or the stuff you're learning on my channel, or the stuff that they're going to be learning, is something that they enjoy, that they can share with friends. And yeah, that's the idea of it. So gotta drop that proposal up as soon as possible, preferably by tomorrow or Monday, because yeah, so I got some research to do ahead of me to do, but I also got to finish 3 proposals tonight for a website and 2 clients who are interested in filming some courses. So I really wish that you guys could have watched. I had to use this for the music, so it's one of those moments I really wish I brought my camera. I'm pretty excited for this opportunity, and at the same time I'm trying to not get ahead of myself and not try to get my head too far up in the clouds, and remind myself, you know, this is a good opportunity, but at the same time, you know, keep my hands in the dirt, you know, be grounded in what I have in mind, because if I get, you know, my head lost in the clouds, I'm gonna lose focus on putting in the work, or nothing gets done at all. So yeah, pretty good opportunity, excited for it, and time to go to Starbucks and back to work. I was hoping to finish at least 3 today, but a couple things came into mind that I wanted to make sure that were covered in the proposal, just to make it better for overall for the client. Because, you know, last thing I want to do is put something together sloppy for them, and you know, a lot of things are not handled right away, or things are missing, or things confuse them. So I want to make sure that as much as possible my bases are covered ahead of time. That way, in my personal thinking, that it saves me trouble. I'm like all over the place. Sorry guys. Saves me trouble for the next conversation. So I want to be as clear as possible with the communication. Think of things that will, because there are elements that we're trying to work on, and that make seem confusing, because these are terms, or these are ways of working and thinking that they normally wouldn't think of. So it's got to make sense to them. I can't just slap it on there, like, you know, copywriting. They thought of copyright as in licensing. They didn't know what copywriting is. So I want to make sure that, you know, that the structure, or what of the benefit of it, is clearly there. So everything has to be intentional. Everything has to have a purpose. That way, you know, what we're trying to do makes sense to them, and they buy into the idea that everything is all together. It's not just separate little pieces that make, you know, that can work without each other, which it probably can, but, you know, it's like having a liver. It's better if you just have 2. So it's, you know, that's my thought on that. Better take care of the one with really good service than try to spread yourself too thin out of 3. So yeah, I didn't get 3 done, but got a really good proposal ready for 1. So, and then the next 2 are course proposals that similar in structure in terms of putting that proposal together, different types of content, so I got to keep that in mind. So those 2 I can probably knock out in the same day, and then the other one is for Sunrider. So I got to put together that proposal for that. So yeah, time to head home. And yeah, thanks for watching. Short vlog today. Hope you found it entertaining, meeting up with the Sunrider people, working on those course proposals. Maybe I should have put a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I'm putting it together, and yeah, I'm just sharing with you thoughts of what I'm working on with that. So time to go home. Dad mode's on. Catch you guys later.